Dear children, this is the second lesson of this competency level 1.5. Investigate the process of respiration in human. In our first lesson, we have already discussed the first type of respiration. There we learned that respiration mechanism can be divided into three, and we discusses the inhalation and exhalation as the first type of respiration. Now we came to the second part, gas exchange in the alveoli. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain what external respiration is and describes the characteristics of respiratory surface for efficient gaseous exchange and the role of mucous membrane and cilia. This part related to the nasal cavity you have already discussed, you have already learned. Now for the completion, in this lesson also you should pay your attention to these two things. Let's see what is alveolus or the air sac. At the very beginning I put this diagram for your kind consideration. What are these? These are the alveoli or the air sacs. Let's see what are these alveolus. At the end of each bronchioles, now you have to think of the path of the inhaled air. Nasal cavity, pharynx, then larynx, trachea, bronchus, bronchioles, then ended with clumps of teeny tiny air sacs called alveoli. Can you imagine there are about 60 million alveoli in your lungs, and if you stretch them out, they would cover an entire tennis court. That is nearly 80 square meters. These are lined by a membranes where gas exchange takes place. So you have to learn how this membrane is adapted for this gas exchange. So when you consider this membrane, the surface is moist, thin and has enormous area. Every sac is highly vascularized. Let's see it further. The special features of the alveoli for the efficient of gas exchange. As I have mentioned earlier, having a large surface area. Now look at this. The average diameter of each alveoli is 0.2 millimeters. Average diameter. So it is an oval-shaped sac, and there are about 600 million alveoli in the lung. So together combined surface area is 80 square meters. So how large the surface area inside your lung? Have a very thin wall. It is single cell thickness. So what is it? Why it is important? The single cell thickness means it is very thin. So there is a very short distance for the diffusion process. The walls are kept moist. Cells in the alveoli walls secrete fluid which keeps the inner surface moist, allowing gases to dissolve. What are the gases to dissolve here? Oxygen and carbon dioxide, especially oxygen. They have a very good supply of blood. There is a dense network of blood capillaries with low oxygen and high carbon dioxide concentration surrounding the alveoli. Now see the rough diagram. This is the alveoli sac, one alveoli, and these are the vascularized or the blood capillaries. Now you can see certain things come out and certain things goes in. So here you can understand this very thin membrane touches the capillary walls, those are also one cell thickness. So the things here diffuse to the capillaries, and the things in the capillary diffuse to the alveoli. Diffusion is the movement of materials from a higher to a lower concentration. You learn all these things in the how these particles translocate within the body in grade 10. The differences between oxygen and carbon dioxide concentrations are actually measured by partial pressure. Just forget about this actual measurements, you just understand the principle behind it. Here, now if you look at this diagram, you can see this movement of air, that means breathing in and breathing out. When breathing in, the oxygen is high in the inhaled air. When it comes inside the air sac, the oxygen concentration is high. When you think about the oxygen inside the blood capillaries, it is less. So what will happen, this oxygen comes to this air sac, it will dissolve in this moisture in this inner lining. So this oxygen dissolve in this water and diffuse to the blood capillaries as oxyhemoglobin. So you learn oxyhemoglobin is carried to the body cells through blood circulation. This oxygen moves throughout the body through this blood circulatory system. Same thing, carbon dioxide within this blood capillaries are high. Carbon dioxide is less inside the alveoli sac. So what will happen? Carbon dioxide from blood plasma diffuse into alveoli. So then this carbon dioxide goes out as the exhale air. So that is you have to understand this mechanism thoroughly. So here concentration gradient, due to the concentration gradient, oxygen diffuse to the blood capillaries, carbon dioxide moves to the diffuse inside the air sac or the alveoli. Let's look at it again. The inhaled air finally reached the alveoli. So I mentioned the oxygen concentration is high in the alveoli. The carbon dioxide concentration is less in the alveoli. The concentrations of oxygen is less in the surrounded blood capillaries. Then oxygen diffuse out to the bloodstream from the alveoli. The carbon dioxide and water vapor diffuse to the alveoli from the blood capillaries due to the concentration gradient. So if you look at the composition of inhaled air, exhaled air and air inside the alveoli, this is the way the composition given. Oxygen is high in 21%, nitrogen 79%, carbon dioxide 0.3. These are the atmospheric composition. And water vapor, it cannot say exactly, it changes. Temperature is atmospheric temperature. Bacteria will come is less. Exhale air means the air comes out from the alveoli. Now you can see the oxygen somewhat less because part is diffused to the through alveoli lining to the bloodstream. So remember that this 25%, 21% totally does not dissolve here. So some amount of oxygen again released to the in the exhaled air also. But carbon dioxide percentage is higher, up to 0.3 to 4%. And water vapor, the exhaled air saturated with water vapor, because in the previous slide mentioned that water vapor and carbon dioxide diffuse to the alveolar sac. The now temperature is 38 degrees centigrade and bacteria is Remember that the linings of the epithelium of the lungs contain highest number of bacteria in the body. So, large number of bacteria. Air inside the alveoli, this is the composition. For your knowledge, I gave this just to go through it. Now we came to the end of the lesson. At the end of this lesson, I would like to pay again your attention to what you should know. Explain what external expiration is. Describe the characteristics of respiratory surface for efficient gaseous exchange. Here, you should be able to explain the special features of the alveoli for the efficient of gas exchange. This is the point you have to pay your attention. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope you have gained some kind of knowledge about this gas exchange inside the alveoli. If you think it is good and understandable, please share the link with your friends. Thank you.